Welcome to That's Good Broncos. I am Brandon Perna, the only internet NFL anchor who's getting quoted on the NFL.com website. That's right, Talib was used in the power rankings for the Green Bay Packers. It's okay that they're stealing my stuff. It just means I'm getting better. Also, make sure you tweet at Jessica Edits because she's the one who created Talib. Without her, it wouldn't exist. Now, on to the news. The big week of news for the Denver Broncos. The crazy thing about all of this information is that most of it has nothing to do with the Broncos' 29-10 decisive win over the Green Bay Packers, or that they're 7-0 for only the second time ever. The only other time they started a season 7-0 was in 1998 when they went on to win the Super Bowl. So, I'd say that's a pretty good sign. That's good, Broncos. Let's do this. Unless you live in a hermetically sealed tube that's stored in a shipping crate stacked amongst thousands of other shipping crates floating on a cargo liner without cell phone reception in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, then you know the Broncos have acquired San Francisco 49ers tight end Vernon Davis. This is a hell of a deal for the Broncos because they will get Davis and a 7th round draft pick in the 2016 draft in exchange for 2 6th round picks in 2016 and 2017. And trust me, I went out of my way, consulted with the psychic who specializes in football to see who the Broncos were going to get with those picks, and those guys were terrible. Imagine, if you could, combining Greg Hardy, Ryan Leaf, and Jamarcus Russell into one person, and then combining Johnny Manziel, Justin Blackmon, and Josh Gordon into another person, and that's who they were going to pick. There's also a lot of talk surrounding a trade with the Cleveland Browns for their Pro Bowl tackle Joe Thomas. It came down to the wire to get Thomas. The Broncos offered quite a bit to bring him to Denver. Thomas is a beast who would have immediately transformed the Broncos' offensive line into one of the best in the NFL. But, like I said, Cleveland was greedy with their demands. They also wanted to acquire Shaq Barrett along with the 1st round pick. Sorry Cleveland, this isn't the movie Draft Day. We're not gonna accidentally give you everything you ever dreamed of with a heavy dose of Kevin Costner and a side of Dennis Leary. We're not stupid, Cleveland. But then again, maybe Cleveland looked at themselves in the mirror and said, you know what? We've had 2 1st round draft picks quite a bit, and we've done nothing but fuck that up. So acquiring more picks probably isn't the best way to go for us and our terrible draft record. All of this trade talk has overshadowed the news that left tackle Ty Sambrailo has been put on IR and will have to undergo surgery to fix his shoulder. This is probably a big reason why the Broncos made a push to get Joe Thomas. Right now, the Broncos should be able to get by with Ryan Harris and Tyler Columbus at left tackle. Don't be surprised if they bring in somebody off of a practice squad. But Sambrailo's injury is really going to slow down his progress as a developing left tackle. He wasn't playing great, but most rookies put in that position would struggle. The only way for guys to get better on the line is with live game reps, and Sambrailo now has to wait until next season to pick up where he left off this year. Ty, heal strong, and we're with ya. Now back to Vernon Davis. I'm excited about this trade, and for a few reasons. I love the fact that John Elway will do anything to make the Denver Broncos better. Nothing is out of the question, and as a fan, you have to love that. He continues to run this team alongside Joe Ellis with balls. Denver's current tight ends, Owen Daniels and Virgil Green, had their best game of the season on Sunday night against the Green Bay Packers. They combined for 6 catches and 105 receiving yards. This is a position group on the rise, and bringing in another player will not hurt. Unless it's the good kind of hurt. You know, the kind John Mellencamp talks about. Now, there's no arguing that Vernon Davis wasn't having a good season in San Francisco, but the entire offense there is struggling. Wait, I said that wrong. The entire offense is playing like yard football. Colin Kaepernick has been benched in favor of Blaine Gabbert, and they currently rank dead last in total offense on Pro Football Focus. Their passing game is the worst in the NFL right now, so to evaluate Davis is a bit difficult. I can say that the last time the Broncos were 7-0 and had a guy named Davis at a skill position, they won a Super Bowl. Vernon will need some time to get up to speed with the Denver offense. It should be noted that in 2012 and 2013, when Davis and the 49ers offense were playing pretty well, Davis was not only a dangerous receiving target, but he was an excellent blocking tight end. And that's probably another reason John Elway and Gary Kubiak made the move to give Davis a blue and orange fashion makeover. Trying to reach a female audience by relating to them a little bit more. I like to believe I'm a reasonable football analyst, so I will say something very logical. We probably won't know if this was a good move for the Broncos until late in the season. Peyton Manning and the current roster have just started to click on offense. Davis is going to need some time to adjust, and we'll have to see if he still has the dynamic skills he showcased in 2012 and 2013. But I believe this move made by the Broncos is another step in the right direction for Super Bowl glory. Thanks for watching another episode of That's Good Broncos. Make sure you subscribe here. Follow me on Twitter at Brandon Perna, and I want to thank you guys for showing me a ton of support recently. You're getting these videos out, you're tweeting them, you're sharing them, you're on my That's Good Broncos Facebook, you're with me on Twitter. You've been really fucking supportive, and I'm noticing. Thank you. Vernon Davis, time to score 100 touchdowns and help us destroy the Patriots on our way to the Super Bowl.